Today I'll be talking about my project testing delay of gratification in rats using a within-session increasing delay task. To begin, when we talk about delay of gratification, we're referring to maintaining one's preference for a delayed outcome when an immediate but mutually exclusive alternative is available during the delay. This could be related to socially significant behaviors such as choosing to quit smoking cigarettes. People often quit smoking because of the delayed health benefits associated with abstention. However, people often encounter multiple opportunities to begin smoking again. In this study, we sought to develop a procedure to examine delay of gratification in rats because of the high degree of experimental control that rats can provide. After developing the procedure, we tested rats on it. We used Wistar rats in standard operant chambers, and the test was arranged such that rats would choose between a smaller sooner sucrose reinforcer and a larger later sucrose reinforcer. If a rat chose the smaller option, this would result in the small sucrose reinforcer immediately. If the rat chose the larger option, a delay would begin, and if the rat waited, this would result in the larger sucrose reinforcer. If, however, the rat chose that larger option, but responded towards the smaller sooner reinforcer, this would cancel that larger option, but they would get the smaller sucrose reinforcer immediately. We found changes in choice across time, thus we used the generalized linear mix model to examine choice longitudinally. This figure shows the results of that model, where we have probability of choosing the larger later option as a function of delay during the first session of the task. Choice is split between initial choice, that is, what a rat initially chose, regardless of whether a defection response occurred, and final choices for that larger option, that is, what a rat ultimately received considering whether a defection response occurred. Here, the very large difference between these functions indicates that rats frequently defected at the beginning of this task. If we look at the last session of this task, these functions are very similar, indicating that rats rarely defect on their choice of that larger option. Thus, we found that rats will defect on their choice of a larger later reinforcer in the delay of gratification task, but they rarely do so after they gain experience on that task. We're hoping to explore why this experience is important in some of our future studies. In addition, we're hoping that these findings could be important for developing theories on delay of gratification. For example, is familiarity with the delays important in whether individuals will delay gratification? In addition, we're hoping that these findings will be relevant for improving delay of gratification in people. Thank you very much for your time.